her parents' death in a car accident. Major General Bruce had just pulled her out of the car when it exploded. He told her that from that day on, he would adopt her. They embraced tightly, and he became her uncle. Years later, Bruce came home drunk, pushed Luna onto the bed, tore her nightgown, and kissed her shoulder. He wrapped his arms around her waist and touched her thigh. At that moment, Luna called him Uncle Bruce, snapping him back to reality. He questioned why she was in his bed and ordered her to leave. Looking at a photo of himself and Luna, Bruce realized he had developed forbidden feelings for her. Maria then called Bruce, saying her mother was gravely ill and had a wish for Maria to get engaged to Bruce. Maria's father once saved Bruce's life, so out of gratitude, he agreed. However, Maria's cousin Jack secretly gave her a ring containing an aphrodisiac, which she planned to use on Luna. Maria announced her engagement to Bruce, holding his hand in front of everyone. Witnessing this, Luna was heartbroken because she had secretly loved Bruce for years. Maria then took Luna's hand and secretly pricked her with the drugged ring. Luna ran away crying, but Jack suddenly grabbed her, covered her mouth, and tried to harass her. She bit his hand, and he angrily pushed her into a swimming pool. Bruce arrived just in time and dived in to rescue her. The doctor informed Bruce that Luna had been poisoned with the strongest aphrodisiac, which had no antidote. The only way to save her was for her to have intercourse with a man. Bruce initially planned for one of his subordinates to help her, but as he was about to leave the room, Luna called out, "Uncle Bruce," melting his resolve. He dismissed the subordinate. Luna was an orphan of his comrade, and Bruce was her legal guardian. Despite the doctor's warning about crossing boundaries, Bruce removed his coat and shirt, telling Luna, "This is just a dream." She removed his glasses and kissed him passionately. The next morning, Luna woke up, recalling the kiss and thinking it was a dream. She begged Bruce not to leave her or marry someone else. He planned to send her abroad to study, but she refused. Maria warned Luna that her love for Bruce was taboo and would only bring him trouble and public scorn. Maria then deliberately fell down the stairs, making it look like Luna had pushed her. Maria's mother, angered by the incident, fell gravely ill. To comfort her, Bruce promised to marry Maria the following month. Luna overheard this and left, heartbroken. On her way home, she was kidnapped by Jack, who slapped her and ripped off the necklace Bruce had given her. The necklace contained a tracker, allowing Bruce to find her. Jack attempted to assault Luna, but Bruce arrived with his guards in time. Jack pricked Bruce's hand with the drugged ring, but Bruce managed to knock him down. Jack set the place on fire. Bruce saved Luna from the flames but collapsed due to the drug's effects. He carried her home, ordered the doctor to tie him up, and tried to resist the drug through sheer willpower. However, Luna entered his room, sat on his lap, undressed, and kissed him. She whispered in his ear, "Bruce, I love you." She untied him, and he kissed her deeply, pushing her onto the bed. The next morning, Maria lied, claiming she was the one who had slept with Bruce. But Bruce, with his exceptional physical condition and sharp memory, remembered clearly that it was Luna. Determined to call off the engagement, Bruce enraged Maria to the point that she attempted suicide. Though she survived, Bruce's grandmother, upon learning of the incident, slapped him and ordered him to marry Maria immediately. The doctor received the test results, which confirmed that the semen in Maria's body matched Bruce's DNA. Enraged, Maria's mother slapped Luna hard, accusing her of being shameless and seducing her uncle. Shortly after, Bruce's grandmother entered and ordered her bodyguards to restrain Luna, commanding her to leave Bruce immediately. Bruce arrived and, under immense pressure, agreed to marry Maria. Later, when Luna regained consciousness, she kissed Bruce. He pushed her away and tried to leave, but she pulled out a gun and pointed it at her own head, threatening him. Bruce quickly disarmed her, pinned her to the bed, and sternly ordered her to stop this madness. Luna turned the tables, straddling him and pleading, "Stop pushing me away." Just as she was about to kiss him, Bruce knocked her unconscious. Maria suspected Luna was pregnant and had her kidnapped, forcing her to take abortion pills. However, Bruce arrived in time with his bodyguards, fiercely punishing the kidnappers. As he was about to carry Luna away, his grandmother and Maria blocked him. His grandmother presented a DNA test, claiming that Luna was her biological granddaughter and Bruce's sister. She declared that their relationship was unethical and prohibited them from being together. Luna was taken to the hospital, where the doctor revealed she wasn't pregnant. Meanwhile, Bruce learned from his assistant that Maria's mother had attempted to take her own life by hitting her husband's gravestone after learning about Bruce's decision to cancel the engagement. Gravely injured, she was rushed to the hospital. Maria begged Bruce not to cancel the engagement. At that moment, her mother's condition suddenly worsened, and the doctors rushed in to save her. Bruce remembered how Maria's father had once sacrificed himself to save him, enduring brutal torture at the hands of the enemy. Therefore, to repay her father's kindness, Bruce had no choice but to agree to marry Maria. One day, Maria asked Luna to cut the tag off her dress, but she used the opportunity to frame Luna for stabbing her. Bruce witnessed the scene and carried Maria away, leaving Luna to face reporters who surrounded her, accusing her of attempting to kill the bride. Overwhelmed, Luna nearly fainted but was supported by her teacher, Jason. He noticed a plum blossom birthmark on Luna's shoulder, recognizing her as his childhood friend. Back then, she was taken away when he was injured, so he couldn't stop them. Now, Luna had lost her childhood memories and no longer recognized who he was. After she recovered, Jason suggested she join him for a 6-month study program abroad. As she hesitated, Bruce stormed in, forbidding her to leave. He picked her up, and when she struggled, he tied her hands with his tie and carried her away again. Luna asked him directly if she was truly his biological sister. Bruce recalled that her adoptive father had once told him that Luna was actually a foreigner with a special identity that must not be revealed, or her life would be in danger. Knowing she wasn't truly his sister, but wanting to protect her, Bruce chose not to tell her the truth. Maria took intimate photos of Luna and Jason and then gave them to Luna's classmate, Rose. Rose was angry because she wanted to join Jason's study program herself, accused Luna of seducing him to secure the opportunity. She invited Luna to her birthday party, where she introduced her to a delinquent classmate who tried to force her to drink. Luna refused and attempted to leave, but the boy raised a bottle to hit her. Bruce arrived just in time, shielding her with his own body. When the boy raised another bottle, Bruce pulled out a gun and subdued him. After his bodyguards restrained the boy, Bruce took the bottle and smashed it over his head, knocking him out. Back home, Luna discovered that Bruce's back was injured. As she tried to unbutton his shirt to apply medicine, he became flustered. At that moment, his assistant walked in, intending to help with the wound, but awkwardly left after witnessing the scene. The next day, Luna found photos of herself with different men pinned to the blackboard at school. Though they were fake, her classmates whispered about her. Confronting Rose, Luna asked why she fabricated the photos to slander her, but Rose denied it. Luna then played a recording in which Rose could be heard plotting to get Luna drunk and let others take advantage of her. During their argument, Rose deliberately fell and accused Luna of pushing her. The teacher scolded Luna and threatened to expel her unless she apologized. Just then, Bruce and the school principal arrived. Bruce ignored Rose, only concerned about whether Luna was hurt. His lawyer retrieved surveillance footage, proving that Rose had provoked Luna. Bruce demanded that both Rose and the biased teacher be expelled immediately. Maria lied to Luna, claiming she was pregnant. Heartbroken, Luna decided to go abroad with Professor Jason. Meanwhile, Bruce's assistant discovered that the man who had assaulted Maria was likely Bruce's cousin, Tom. When Tom was 8 years old, he was diagnosed with leukemia and underwent a bone marrow transplant using Bruce's umbilical cord blood. For months after the procedure, Tom's blood was completely replaced, resulting in his DNA now being identical to Bruce's. Bruce interrogated Tom, who eventually confessed to impersonating Bruce to harass Maria. Rose, seeking revenge against Luna, attempted to hit her with a car. A masked man saved her in time and revealed himself to be Luna's father, who was thought to be dead. He told Luna that the car accident years ago had been orchestrated by Bruce, blaming him for her mother's death. He urged Luna to stay away from Bruce before disappearing. 6 months later, Luna returned to the country. At a party, she rejected her senior David's confession and publicly kissed Bruce instead. He froze, but Luna calmly wrapped her arms around his neck, flirting with him. Just as she was about to introduce Bruce to everyone, he carried her over his shoulder and left. In the car, she kissed him again, but soon held a knife to his throat, demanding to know if he was involved in her parents' deaths. He denied it and assured her that she was the most important person in his life. Days later, Bruce received a secret mission from his superior. The last surviving noble princess of the fallen Surrey Kingdom had been smuggled out before the kingdom's destruction. She was rumored to be hiding in their empire, and her identity could be confirmed by a jade pendant. Bruce's mission was to locate her and bring her back for military interrogation. David gave Luna some photos, claiming that Bruce's concern for her was because she resembled his late ex-girlfriend. When Bruce arrived to see David hugging Luna, he furiously ordered his guards to beat David. Luna intervened, protecting David and telling Bruce that she had been with David for a long time. She scattered the fake photos of his ex-girlfriend, accusing him of deceiving her. What she didn't know was that these photos were fabricated by Maria to drive a wedge between them. Once Bruce uncovered the truth, he warned Maria to stop meddling in his relationship with Luna. Maria then pretended to cough up blood and collapsed into Bruce's arms, though the blood was nothing more than staged tomato sauce. Meanwhile, Rose's failed attempt to kill Luna left her mentally broken and hospitalized. To provoke Rose, Maria showed her photos of Luna with Jason. Enraged, Rose tore up the photos and vowed to kill Luna. Luna received an anonymous message claiming to know the truth about her parents' car accident and arranging to meet her at the hospital. There, Rose attacked her with a knife, but Jason arrived in time to save her. Bruce's grandmother was on her deathbed, and before passing, she urged him never to marry Luna. Bruce had no choice but to agree to her request. At his grandmother's funeral, Rose stabbed Luna. In response, Bruce shoved Rose, causing her to hit her head and die instantly. After Luna was taken to the hospital, Bruce was removed from his position due to being charged with manslaughter, and his rival colleague Eric arrested him for trial. Shortly afterward, Jason secretly took Luna away. Thanks to her naturally strong healing abilities, her wound was not serious. When Luna woke up, Jason revealed the full truth to her. She was a noble princess of the fallen Surrey Kingdom. Her biological parents had been benefactors to her adoptive parents, entrusting them to care for her. Because of her unique physiology and extraordinary healing abilities, many countries sought to capture her for human experimentation to develop a cell-activating drug that could greatly enhance military strength. Luna wanted to see Bruce, but Jason told her the painful truth. Bruce had been a spy who infiltrated her kingdom, and it was his acquisition of critical intelligence that led to the kingdom's downfall. This meant that she and Bruce shared a deep and irreconcilable grudge. Jason wanted to take Luna abroad, but Eric had already caught on and arrested her on the spot. While in prison, Luna saw Bruce, who was covered in injuries. Eric pointed a gun at Luna, declaring that he would destroy the person Bruce loved most that day. To save Luna, Bruce knelt before Eric and apologized. Eric took Luna away and attempted to assault her, but she struggled fiercely and managed to scratch his face with her nails. At that moment, the general arrived. Under his questioning, Eric accidentally revealed the secret of Luna's unique blood properties. However, this secret was classified and known only to the general and Bruce. How could Eric possibly know about it? The truth came out. Eric was the spy who had infiltrated the Surrey Kingdom, stolen critical intelligence, and triggered the chaos that led to its downfall. Suddenly, Eric felt dizzy and collapsed to his knees. It turned out that Luna had hidden poison powder in her nails, and Eric was now poisoned. In fact, the entire situation was a trap planned by Bruce's assistant and Luna to lure Eric into exposing himself as the traitor within the military. The general ordered Eric's arrest, but just then, they received news that Bruce had been severely injured and was undergoing emergency surgery. Luna rushed to the hospital and donated her blood to save Bruce's life. However, when he regained consciousness, he learned that Luna had already been taken away by Jason. Furious upon discovering that his assistant had used Luna as bait, Bruce grabbed a gun and pointed it at him. The assistant explained that he had no choice and only resorted to such a plan to save Bruce when he was in a desperate situation. Maria came to the hospital to visit Bruce, but he grabbed her by the throat after uncovering the truth that she had repeatedly attempted to kill Luna. Overwhelmed by grief and guilt, Bruce coughed up blood and collapsed, blaming himself for failing to protect Luna. Jason took Luna to meet a mysterious man, whom he revealed to be her biological father and the Duke of the fallen Surrey Kingdom. Her father, who had been presumed dead after falling into the sea, had been rescued but remained in a coma for years, only waking up 3 years ago. Previously, he had disguised himself as her adoptive father to see her once. Her father forbade Luna from having any further contact with Bruce and urged her to marry Jason as soon as possible. Despite her father's orders, Luna, still worried about Bruce, secretly went to the hospital to visit him. When she saw that Bruce had woken up, she prepared to leave, but he stopped her, pulling her into a kiss and confessing his deep love for her. Later, Luna brought Bruce back home, but her father appeared and pointed a gun at Bruce. In response, Bruce handed him a hairpin, which her father immediately recognized as belonging to his late wife. When Luna was 8 years old, she had been taken by the royal family for human experimentation and endured immense suffering. However, Bruce had infiltrated the laboratory and saved her, and her mother had given him the hairpin as a token of gratitude. Luna clung to Bruce's arm and told her father that she truly loved him. Jason then stepped forward, saying that he was willing to cancel the engagement as long as Luna could find happiness. Finally, Bruce and Luna were married. At their wedding, they shared a deep, passionate kiss, ready to face their future together.